Hello, welcome back to another educational video. My name is Saleh, Sales Advisor in the Pearl Gates. Today we would like to discuss the lease to own options, and we will start by explaining what is the lease to own and how does it work. And then we're going to move into the procedure and the benefits and advantages of the lease to own scheme. And we're going to finish by having a look at a real life example of a lease to own option here in Doha, Qatar. Lease to own is a scheme provided by major developers where it gives the option to clients to buy at a lower entry point, and it's kind of a leasing contract or a leasing agreement that gives you the opportunity to buy by the end of it. Now, how the process works is it's as simple as you can start and move into the apartment today by leasing the apartment for up to 3 years, and clients have the opportunity to buy or purchase this apartment whenever they want within these 3 years. After the end of the leasing contract, which is the 3 years, client has to make the payment through cash or throughout the bank, which is a big advantage which we will be discussing in the second part of the video. Starting with the first advantage, lease to own, as we mentioned, allows you to enter the market and own a property or own a house today, starting at the lower entry level, which is almost 2%. It also, one of the main advantages of the lease to own scheme is the fact that it allows you to obtain a house today without the need of paying all the money cash or going through the mortgage at the moment. It allows you to take the apartment as a tenant and start with installments all the way up to 3 years, as we mentioned before. And then after that, you can decide whether you want to obtain the apartment through cash or throughout the mortgage. Now, as we know, here in Doha, Qatar, the banks only loans for apartments around 70%, and the rest, the 30%, has to be paid by the client. Lease to own scheme gives the clients the option and doesn't put him in an obligation to use all his money, all the 30%. It allows clients that doesn't have the 30% or clients that doesn't want to risk the 30% to have an opportunity to enter the market and obtain a house today. Moving on to the second advantage. As the lease to own scheme is only provided by major developers, this gives you a guarantee on the reputation and the quality of the apartment and on the maintenance level. In addition, the available real lease to own scheme here in Doha, Qatar gives you the advantage and makes you avoid paying any service charges for the duration of the lease, as you are treated as a tenant, not as an owner, and then you will start paying the service charges once you obtain the unit after the 3 years duration. Moving on to the last point of the video, here are some real life examples of the lease to own scheme. Now, if we assume that a one-bedroom apartment price in the market now in Doha, Qatar is around 1.5 to 1.6 million Qatari riyal, the lease to own scheme will provide you with a one-bedroom apartment for around 1.8 million, yet gives you all the advantages. As we mentioned, is straight from the developer with a high-end quality, well maintained, and will provide you with waiver on the service charges for the duration of the lease. It will provide you all these benefits for a 1.8 million, which is a higher price than the market price at the moment. Yet it allows you to obtain your house with a duration of 3 years on the installments of a tenancy, which will be around 12,000 Qatari riyals, which will cover the percentage, a specific percentage for the duration, and then the remaining will be taken through the bank, as we mentioned, or as a cash. To conclude, today we explained and discussed what is the lease to own scheme. We looked at the benefits and advantages of the scheme, and we finalized by looking at the real life example of the lease to own scheme. If you are interested in the lease to own scheme or anything related to real estate, please do not hesitate to contact us. And this was Saleh from the Pearl Gates. Thank you so much for watching.